Ciao and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm Papa Joe's.
And I'm Mama Donna.
You are watching Loving Food with Papa Joe's, where community and great food come together.
And Joe and I strongly believe in our community, and it is our hope that this show is going to help convey all the wonderful resources that we have available to you every day.
Our special guest is Stephanie Knight from A New Generation today.
We're really excited about having her here. It's just really going to be phenomenal to hear all the wonderful things that this new generation accomplishes for us. You're going to love it.
And of course, we are going to prepare some delicious food just for you.
Actually, what we're going to be making is it's called Chicken a la Mama, and it's a family recipe. And what it is chicken breasts that are layered with savory bacon and then topped with provolone cheese that is just going to melt down in there and make a really incredible flavor. And then finally it's topped with a buttered breadcrumb. And it's really going to be quick and easy, and you're going to be very impressed with it.
Delizia, guaranteed. But we're also going to be making penna alla vodka, where vodka, some fresh tomatoes and cream comes together with a little bit of sprinkle of grated cheese.
And we're going to have a beautiful salad too. And we're going to be right back after the sponsor's message.
And don't go for so far, because we're going to be coming back and cooking just for you.
George's Appliance Center, your brand source appliance dealer, is a proud supporter of HCGB. From innovative technology to sleek design, George's Appliance Center features the appliances you're looking for. George's new showroom is located at 13449 Chambord Street in Brooksville. The producers of Loving Food would like to give special thanks to these community-minded sponsors for their generous contributions to a new generation. Capital City Bank, Cliffs Septic Services, the Kiwanis Club of the Brooksville Ridge, and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Loving Food with Papa Joe's. Today we are going to show you that great recipe of a chicken a la mama.
But first, we're going to introduce you to Stephanie Knight, who's with A New Generations, and she is going to be telling us some of the wonderful things that they do for us in this community.
Stephanie, thank you for joining us today, and welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here and to be with you guys.
Well, Stephanie, what service, actually, I want to ask you, I want to tell the audience about A New Generation. How did they get started?
We're a pregnancy resource center, so we help people facing unplanned pregnancies. And quite a few years ago, I myself had an unplanned pregnancy. Never knew what I should do, didn't have a good place to go. And many things happened throughout that time. I moved to Florida a few years after that. I got involved in a pregnancy center down in Tampa. And then we moved up to Hernando County in 1998. And then you start meeting people. People start saying, what do you do? And
Wow.
I was volunteering down there, so I had two little kids, so I was at home and I was volunteering, and they said, oh, we need something like that up here. So probably a year later, we had a group of people come together, and the doors were open for us to open a women's resource center, which is what we started out as. And that was 12 years ago.
Why did you change the name?
We changed the name to A New Generation about 5 years ago because we serve men as well. It takes two when you get in a situation like that. And there's many, many issues and circumstances that we deal with at A New Generation. And we want to involve both because fatherlessness is a major epidemic in this country. And we want to bring the fathers together.
Awesome. And you wanted it to be more friendlier title so that
the men don't feel funny coming to a woman's resource center.
Gotcha.
Right,
Yes.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Stephanie, I want to say to the audience that I met you 12 years ago, and then I think it was like your first fundraiser back then. With
Right
Charlene.
when we changed our name.
Right, when we
because I
changed
felt
the name.
I don't know if he's going to want to do this.
Yeah, and I want to say to the audience that the energy that I saw 12 years ago is still there. It's really impressive, whatever you've been doing to that community. to promote a healthy lifestyle for our younger kids. Your organization does not say what denomination you are, whether you believe in God or not. You just welcome them and then address their issues.
We don't discriminate in any way,
Right.
shape, or form. Anybody, you come in purple from Mars, we don't
Right.
care.
Right.
We're there to help and to give hope and love on them when they come in.
Right.
And it isn't just the young girls. It is people anywhere from 11, which we've had a girl come in at 11 for a pregnancy test, to 45.
Wow.
But our main age group in the center is probably at what I would say 18 to 25, which doesn't count our other programs that we do outside, such as our school
that's
program.
That's really what I'd like to hear about too, because you're all about prevention too. You don't just
Oh,
stop
yes.
at that place. You want to help young people make better decisions. Go ahead, tell us about that.
Well, when you think about what we do, we're there to help people make a good decision when they're facing an unplanned pregnancy. We do not refer for abortion. And what better way to reduce the number of abortions and other negative circumstances that come along with taking sex out of the context that it was meant to be in, treating it like a game, and then watching the bricks fall from there.
Yeah.
We want to go in before they get to that point
Right.
and prevent.
Right.
And prevent. We want to prevent them from walking through our doors. How many places want to bring the numbers down of the people that they
Yeah.
see? And
Right.
we want to do that by giving them the tools, by giving them the information, the accurate, truthful information to those kids, and to let them know that somebody cares and there is hope and they can have a bright future.
You know, one of the services that you had actually two of the services, and then I know you had more services since you opened the doors 12 years ago. Two of the services that really stick to my mind is the prison ministry that you guys doing with the ladies, and the one that I have witnessed myself, the suffering of women, the post-abortion counseling that you're doing with the women and the men, where you could tell us about that.
Well, what we do is, people will come into the center, and regardless of what decision they make, I would say 90% of the girls that come in unsure of what they're going to do decide to give birth to their baby after talking to us and seeing their baby on ultrasound and stuff. But not all do. And we want to let them know that even if they haven't, come back. We want to be able to talk to you. Post-abortion syndrome is a real disorder, and it does mirror post-traumatic stress disorder in many ways. And 1 out of 4 women in our churches and our community are post-abortive, and many of them are living with that secret for years and years and years. And what happens is you suppress it, and it manifests itself in many different ways through your life, whether it's drug addiction, alcoholism, eating disorders, inability to have a relationship. There's so many things that go along with it that we don't realize have to do with a decision that was maybe made as a teenager or at any age. But what we want to do is the program that we have is called Surrendering the Secret. We want to see these women finally be able to let themselves come out from the prison that they've put themselves in, and it is bondage. And let me tell you, to be a part of a celebration of life service after they go through that program is so totally awesome. I'm so blessed that I get to be a part of that when they graduate. I don't do the program. We have the women that are in our organization that have had abortions and that have gone through that and now are promoting healing for the women that we see. And
everyone in your organization, they are so lovely.
oh, I love them. We have the most awesome people working for us. I just love them.
And sending. In fact, I sent. Well, I won't say names, but
No.
I was very happy to be able to send them to some place that I feel so confident in.
Well, we just want to love them. We want to see them healed. We want to make a difference in the lives of the people that come into our center. It's not just about just one single issue. It's not just about giving them a pack of diapers. It's not just about talking to them one time, but we want to see healing in many different ways, because not only with the abuse or the abortion that someone may have experienced in the past, men and women, but and consider there's 56 million abortions since 1973, over 56 million. how many people are suffering
Right.
if you count the 2 people involved.
You can just
But
sit around and see.
How can
see it too.
an individual, I'm sorry, how can an individual or a businessman can get involved with the organization, whether it's time or finances?
Well, there's many different ways, and there's many other programs that we have. The post-abortion program wouldn't be something that they would necessarily
Right.
get involved in, or the prison ministry, although we have a couple people that are going in. But we need people to come alongside our Birth of a Family program, where we bring a mommy and a daddy together and let them see what it means to be that mommy and daddy to their child and to be a good parent. And we've seen marriages happen due to that program.
That's
that
awesome. But you're educating them too.
everything has to do with education and a life change. Like
and they
I
get
said,
rewarded for it.
mommy dollars and daddy dollars, and so we have a room that has diapers and furniture and clothes and all those different things.
I've seen it. It's like walking into the best department store. It's beautiful.
Well, we
Everything's
try,
pristine.
but that's a way that people could get involved.
Right, right.
We need diapers. Diapers and wipes fly out of that center, especially now with the way the economy is. We're helping more people than ever.
Right.
And we need people to help stock that room. They can have a baby shower for us. They can fill baby bottles full of spare change. We have a program like that.
Right, right.
Of course, we need the financial donors. The prevention aspect, which we touched on before, is what we do in the school system. We did have a grant for a short period of time. We've been doing it for 11 years, and we do have a low pregnancy rate, teen pregnancy rate in our county for 10 to 17-year-olds. Now, the 18 and 19-year-olds are getting out of the house and they're having a little bit of fun, so we need to work on that age group a little bit more, but we have made a difference, and we need help in that area. We need help. I mean, there's a lot of different ways. They can come and volunteer, they can help us monetarily. Just come and talk to us, take a tour.
I know we have to go for a break, but don't go away, because we are going to be cooking just for you, okay?
George's Appliance Center, your brand source appliance dealer, is a proud supporter of HCGB. Their professional service technicians provide quality service for your purchases and existing appliances. George's Appliance Center's new showroom is located at 13449 Chambord Street in Brooksville. The producers of Loving Food would like to give special thanks to these community-minded sponsors for their generous contributions to a new generation. Capital City Bank, Cliffs Septic Services, the Kiwanis Club of the Brooksville Ridge, and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Loving Foods.
And we are here with Stephanie Knight of A New Generations.
We are going to begin a cucinare this delicious pollo or chicken alla mama. I'm sorry, okay? Chicken alla mama, all right? And we want to begin with my, Donna, can I get the butter breadcrumb for my chicken, please?
Okay, I'll get that
Right?
ready.
That's going to take about 1.5 stick of butter. And,
Did you want to?
oh yeah. Can I have some of that butter to grease my pan? Going to grease my pan. So we add chicken. All right, and then just grease it evenly. Hey Donna, we recommend don't burn the butter, okay?
Oh, don't you worry about me. I won't burn the butter.
Okay, that's what everybody says all the time. They turn their eyes and then there you go. Can I give it back to you, honey?
Oh, wow.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
That's a lot.
All right, and so I got my pan all greased up. You want to use this? Okay. This is a little bit better, huh? Okay, and then while I'm waiting for the butter breadcrumb to be done, I'm going to begin to do my tomato. 1 onion, and then you cut it so. Of course, you got to take the peel off. And, all right. We discard that, and then we'll cut the, Donna, mi raccomando, don't burn the butter.
Hey, do your stuff. I'm getting the butter. It's going.
Stephanie,
Yes.
listen, in our kitchen at the restaurant, we have multiple people working. So, Stephanie, can I have you cook the pasta for us?
Sure, Joe.
All right. All right. Hold on, Stephanie. I gotta make some motions over there.
Okay.
Okay. when you cook your pastas, it's very important that you salt the water just as you will to your taste. So because if you don't do that, pasta will not taste right. And then you will not be able to infuse any flavor into that pasta unless you do it into the water.
Okay.
So therefore, I'm going to put salt in the water, and if you excuse me, that's just right. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Okay, now go back to your onions.
Hey, watch how you talking to me.
We've got the pasta under control, okay?
Stephanie, put the pasta in the water. Mannaggia miseria. No? Okay. We always argue about this in the kitchen. This is my kitchen, not your kitchen. All right. Woman wins. All right, I put the lid down, and I'll continue with my onions. Chop the onions like this. All right.
I'm hoping. Okay, so you did the motion.
All right. And then I'll get to my frying pan. And I will use about 4 ounces of olive oil,
Wait.
just covering the bottom of the pan. And of course, I got to wait for that sizzling on the oil before I put my onions in. All right. All right, and then put my onions on the side. So we're waiting for that oil to get hot. And while we do that, I'll begin to cut my tomatoes that will go in that tomato sauce.
How you doing?
I am doing fine, honey.
All right, my butter's ready for the breadcrumbs.
All right, then you use about 2 cups of breadcrumb.
Yeah.
All right, you sprinkle it so. All right, honey, can you please stir that so you don't do it all at once? So, all right. Very important that we don't burn.
You're spilling it on the stove.
Listen, I'm a sloppy man. What can I tell you?
Take it easy.
All right. No, she told me to take it easy. Yeah. Okay.
As long as a man cooks, it's worth cleaning up the mess.
Yes.
Oh, you got that right. I'm so lucky.
You cut the tomato so that way it breaks it up very easily. And I got my tomatoes ready for my tomato sauce. How we doing that with butter breadcrumb, honey?
It's almost there.
And the pasta? How we doing the pasta?
Looks
Have you
great.
You're supposed to cover the lid a little bit to come to boil, honey. Mannaggia miseria, come ti devi sempre imparare a te. All right. Stir that butter breadcrumb. Don't let it burn.
I've got my job, okay?
Okay.
Smells.
Stephanie, what do you think so far, Stephanie?
I think it smells great, and I
Okay.
think that
Now I want to.
this is the way I like to cook.
This is another little trick I want to show the audience and then the viewers, not the audience. We don't have an audience today except Stephanie and our cameraman guys. Is that you want to make sure that the oil. What are you looking at me like that for?
No,
Are you thinking you're in love with me?
After 36 years, I think so.
All right, take it easy, okay? Stephanie, you want to make sure that the oil gets nice and hot before you put your onions in. So that's why I'm waiting. And the way you could tell is when you go like this and you can start smelling it a little bit. So you don't want to get too hot.
So you never want it to boil?
No. Now see, it's right there. And then when I put my onions in, I show you that sizzling. You hear that? That's just right. All right, now, Stephanie,
Wow.
Yes.
can I put you in charge of the
Of the onions?
onions? And then
I'll watch the water.
you what?
Okay, then what do I...
Okay, well, I want to make sure that you take a spoon with a spoon because we don't want to scratch the pan, and we want to make sure that you keep tossing the onions. All right, and then can you give me a piece of one of those garlic cloves, honey, please? All right, thank you. I'm going to get my garlic ready because without the garlic, it's not Papa Joe's, honey. Yeah. And very simple, just squish a little bit so it breaks up the skin, and then you cut it so over here like this,
How many cloves are you
and So you'll be able to, just 2 or 3 cloves is enough. Stephanie, see the onions are nice and translucent?
Beautiful.
All right, at this time, I'm going to put a little bit of my garlic, about 3 spicchi, dicono in italiano, okay? All right. The reason why I do that now is because I don't want my garlic to brown. I just want to get that flavor. All right, and then we are going to put this on high because I like to cook all my food on high heat. So I get all the flavors, I see all those flavors. And then I'm going to put these delicious tomatoes in, but I don't want to put them all at one time because I want the first part of the tomatoes to give me all the flavors they have. Yeah, just stir it, yep.
Ooh, it smells delicious.
Yes. And I'm going to put a little bit of a salt. So the salt will help the tomatoes release that water, those delicious juices they have captivated while they were growing. All right, and now.
You need basil?
Yep.
Oh,
I have it right over here, Donna. I have some basil over here.
Oh,
Okay. And I'm going to do this, put the rest of the tomatoes in. Okay. And if you don't mind stirring that.
sure.
Okay. And then go ahead, cover it.
We need to put it.
All right.
See, now I have it on tape. I cook.
Yes. Okay. And then
Do you cook
we are
at
going
home,
to, once you do that,
Stephanie?
we are going to cover the pot.
Sometimes.
And then, watch this. I'm going to cover the pot. You notice all the stuff in the bottom started to release, pick up the flavor, looks like sauce. And if you go like this, it's...
You don't even have to go like this.
And then, okay, we're going to wait a few minutes for that. Donnie, got my butter breadcrumb ready?
I got it ready.
All right, you're the girl. May I have that over here? Okay, I'm going to put, it's about 3 chicken breasts. You put them face down. And it's boneless, boneless is chicken breast. And, okay. And then my wife's delicious butter breadcrumb is almost ready. Is it ready or is it almost ready?
It's absolutely ready.
Okay, then I'm going to layer some bacon. You got to make sure that you cover the whole breast with bacon. Yeah, so you get the full flavor. You use about 5 slices of bacon. Okay. Okay. And then 6 slices of provolone. My wife loves provolone. I like Swiss cheese, but whatever you like, you could put on.
My husband loves provolone.
Yeah?
Hey, you can
Yeah.
make a variety out of the dish, you know. Change
Right.
up the cheese, you change up the flavor.
Right, that's correct. Okay, honey, I'm ready for your breadcrumb.
Okay.
You want to give me the honor to do this?
Is that perfecto or what?
Giusto perfetto.
Yeah, you
Just the way I taught you, okay?
just don't be messy, that's all I'm telling you.
Mannaggia miseria, questa qua sempre dice don't be messy. Huh? All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Nothing, I didn't say nothing. For those that
you
understand
know
that, you know I didn't say nothing. You lay the butter breadcrumb on top. Okay, Stephanie, you watching me?
I'm watching carefully.
Because your husband's
Joe.
going to want you to do this at home tonight. You know that, right?
We might just watch the video.
And then you make sure that it's all nice and covered. And there you have it, folks.
Beautiful.
And the last but not the least, we put it in the oven, okay?
And now we're gonna go to the salad, which we've kind of got it pre-made because of time limitation.
But,
But
honey,
you have some leafy
Un
greens.
momento, please. What temperature we put the oven?
375, I told you a long time ago.
Okay. For how long?
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes. Okay, we got 15 minutes to go then. Okay.
All right, so anyway, we have leafy green lettuce along with romaine, and then we're also going to add some fresh arugula. I always have
Arugula.
trouble saying it.
Arugula.
Make it sound Italian.
Arugula.
Arugula.
Okay.
And you don't need any spices if you go over to Papa Joe's and pick up in the deli the our famous
Italian dressing.
Italian salad dressing.
And then
you
just $4.75 for 32 ounce. You can't go wrong with that. And then you can also view our recipe for this today on the webpage, www.papajoes.org.
So here we are tossing it up.
Honey, that looks so good. I'm ready to eat.
Is that amazing?
Yeah. that
Fresh
is
from the
delicious.
garden, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. And let me ask you this.
Gonna drain the pasta?
Well, un momento. Before, yeah, the pasta is ready, but I'm not ready with my tomato sauce. Un momento, okay? Girls always like to rush you. Okay. All right. Well, I'm getting this tomato sauce ready.
I can drain this, right?
Yes, you can. I'm going to go and do some search for some basil. Got to have a basil with tomato sauce. Okay. And then remember, let's show. I told the viewers to bundle up like this, so that way when you cut it all at once. If you notice, then my basil is right at the right size. I don't have to worry about chasing basils all over my cutting board. Okay. Are you making a mess, Donna?
I am not making a mess.
Okay. Okay. I sprinkle a little bit of basil in the sauce.
Stephanie, you did a great job
Okay.
on the pasta.
Thank
Notice
you,
I didn't
thank you.
I
That I
didn't put
can
the whole the basil at once because I want to get some of that aroma, fresh aroma when I'm ready to serve. Okay. Okay. I need this little salt. Okay.
Now, when is
Oh!
when is the magic going to come in?
Soon. A little bit of black pepper. Okay, just so. Stir a little bit. Okay, Stephanie, you smell the
I
sauce?
smell that basil just
Just to
the
hit it, all right?
aroma,
It's
yes.
important the smell goes through from your nose into your throat so that when you eat, you're flavoring everything. Now, don't drink while you drive. This is a ½ ounce of vodka because we're making vodka sauce. Of course, we can't forget whipping cream, about 4 ounces of whipping cream. Okay. Notice how we're changing the colors and we simmer a little bit so that we get all those flavors together. Okay. Okay. Now, and then I'm going to put some fresh grated pecorino cheese.
Now, what kind of cheese is that, Joe?
That's a pecorino cheese. It's
Not heard of that.
It's a cheese that is aged. Some pecorinos aged 3 months, minimum 3 months. Some pecorinos aged 9 months.
So what's it
And-
similar to?
Well, it's cheese.
And where do we get that?
You can get some fresh grated pecorino cheese at Papa Joe's, of course. And you either buy the whole or the grated. And then the pecorino cheese that we use at Papa Joe's, we get from these big wheels, about 40, 50 pounds wheels,
they're-
that we
they're-
cut it every day.
You're amazing.
Not every week, I'm sorry, every day. Every
a
week,
lot of
every day.
cheese.
But we cut it. All right, my wife drained the pasta. We are going to put a little bit of sauce over the pasta so the pasta doesn't stick to each other.
And it helps absorb.
And it absorbs the flavor a little bit, okay? And Donna, can I have another small frying pan? Because I want to really toast this pasta in the frying pan with the sauce, honey.
Oh.
Okay, do we have, yeah. Can we get a... I like to toss my pasta with the sauce because the noodles, while they're hot, will pick up that flavor. So it's okay to keep cooking your sauce while you're doing this.
A larger spoon?
Nope. Okay. And then put your pasta in. Okay. You know, I could do this, or you can use a spoon, all right? Then I sprinkle a little bit of a cheese. Okay. One more tossing.
That's a professional.
Okay, and then while we're waiting for our sauce to finish, will be momentarily. We'll put this on low now.
How's that chicken?
All right. We'll sprinkle some basil over here. Notice this is a fresh basil that we didn't put it in before in the tomato sauce because we want to get those flavors. And then we have it. We're ready to eat. And don't forget, we are cooking just for you.
Just for you.
Just for you. And
Yes,
just for
Stephanie.
you.
George's Appliance Center, your brand source appliance dealer, is a proud supporter of HCGB. From innovative technology to sleek design, George's Appliance Center features the appliances you're looking for. George's new showroom is located at 13449 Chambord Street in Brooksville. The producers of Loving Food would like to give special thanks to these community-minded sponsors for their generous contributions to a new generation. Capital City Bank, Cliffs Septic Services, the Kiwanis Club of the Brooksville Ridge, and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Loving Food with Papa Joe's. As you can see, we have our guest Stephanie and of course my beautiful wife Donna sitting on the table, but I cannot sit down until I do this. Fresh grape pecorino and Stephanie's pasta.
Beautiful.
Okay. And then look, it's gonna give that
beautiful,
flavor.
yes.
And then of course I gotta go to my wife.
Don't forget yourself.
Oh, I'll try not to. Fresh pecorino. All right. Now, if I could stay here all day long, she'll never say stop.
Thank you, baby.
She's my cheese lady. Okay? And then, of course, I got to get myself. All right? And then there's one more item that I like to do is the bread. You could buy the pizza dough at Papa Joe's and then bake your own fresh bread. And as you noticed, we put a sign of the cross and we kiss it because that is tradition has been done into through generation. And then one time I was, Stephanie, one time I was working in this pita bread factory, which are doing a kosher pita breads. And the rabbi walks in because we bless our pizza dough. Whenever we cut the pizza dough.
Okay.
And the rabbi walks in and he says, Joseph, what are you doing? With that Jewish accent. I said, nothing, Rabbi, I'm just blessing the dough. He says, you blessing the dough? Yeah. He says, okay, 2 blessings better than 1.
That sounds like a Jewish or
That
an
would.
Italian rabbi.
Yeah. Well, notice how beautiful that
Two
bread
blessings,
looks.
yes.
And that tradition was handed down to me from my mother, Mommy. She used to make this bread once a week. Being that back in the 50s, there was only one oven in the whole town. So each neighborhood had to had a designated day to make bread. And I remember my mother laying this bread on these big boards, and my father carrying those boards into the bakery and where we would bake the bread. And that bread will last this soft the whole week. Wow. And that was that. Yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. If you want more bread, too bad. All right, here we go. Well, enjoy, Stephanie. And buon appetito. Stephanie, I know that I had cut you short early because we had to go to break. And I know that you want to share some more about your organization.
Well, you know I can go on and on.
I
Joe,
know.
so sometimes we need to cut it a little short. So what do you want to know?
Well, whatever. There's something that you were telling me about the prison ministry where you're reaching these ladies in the prison so that they have something to look forward when they come out, where they have, there's a home, Mary's House in Brooksville, and then also through your counseling.
Well, yes, and Mary's House is a good resource for them when they come out of prison. But what we do is we go in there and we do our shame-free parenting and our sexual integrity program. And they love it. They just absolutely eat it up.
Wow.
And the shame-free parenting is another program that we also do in the center. And what that does is it breaks the cycle of dysfunctional parenting, we don't want people to just come in and we'll give them the 12 steps to do this or that, but we want to try to get to the root cause
Right.
of the problem. And if they grew up in a dysfunctional family, that's all they know.
Right.
So
No,
to
that's very true.
stop a cycle of
Very true.
abuse and just many other different problems that families deal with, we get to the root of the problem through the shame-free. And then also the sexual integrity program deals a lot with past abuses. And what people don't realize is another thing, like the abortion, post-abortion healing, 1 in 4 women have or will be sexually abused during their lifetime, and 1 in 6 men. That's
Wow,
not
that's-
something we talk about.
No, we don't.
But that's something that we want to deal with. We want to get, again, with our programs, we want to get to the root issue so that we see healing, so that we see something bloom that's new and better and the best for that family, for those children, and for, I mean, we deal with from conception to teenagers. We have Building Family Connections where we work with parents of teenagers. So at every level of development of the child and with the parents themselves, we have programs that deal with those specific issues.
Wow.
Wow.
That's really, really
Well, don't
important
forget.
to cover all the grounds like
Yep.
that.
Wow, that's, I mean, Stephanie, I can't believe it. And I'm hoping that our viewers, there'll be some viewers out there that they're home, that perhaps they don't know how to spend the day. They come and visit you and volunteer at a time. And there's some of those of you guys that can do that, but that have some financial support that they could give Stephanie, not Stephanie, but the organization, a new generation. And I'm hoping in those businesses that are out there that are, they can make tax deductible donation. But then, I don't know if we touched too much about how business. Did we touch about how business and individual could get involved
Briefly,
with you?
yes, we did.
Briefly?
We did. We had.
Did we miss anything?
Yeah, we have monthly, people who give monthly. We have an annual banquet that people are invited to come and learn more about what we do. And one of the easy programs, like I mentioned before, was our baby bottles. If we give you a group of baby bottles, maybe for your community group or at a church or something like that, you can distribute those baby bottles, and then you just throw your spare change in those baby bottles. So it's not like you're giving extra out of your pocket. It's just your spare change that you throw in the baby bottles, and then we collect them.
Right.
And that's a good fundraiser for us. And it helps us stock our partners program. But we always are trying to improve our programs and have the most effective programs. So any donations to help with that, we could use a grant writer.
Okay.
Grant writer.
We need a
have
grant writer.
something
okay.
right now that we can apply for. Not that we want to, we don't have a lot of funding that comes outside of our area, churches, businesses, and individuals, but it all helps because we really need to expand our abstinence healthy choice youth development program.
Let me say something
Hold
on that.
on, before that. Okay, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to talk to our audience here and encourage them if they know somebody who's a grant writer. Maybe they're not, but they know somebody. Please tap into that and get on the line and call Stephanie. They really need that help.
Right. And then how can we get in touch with you, Stephanie?
You can call us at the office. We have 2 locations in Brooksville and Spring Hill.
I was waiting for that.
Yes. And they're both connected on one system, so you just dial 352-544-0911. That's the easiest way, or you can get in touch with us by email, teen_advisors@hotmail.com. We have a website, and we could use some help in that area too. We need some help with website design, so I apologize because I've worked on it, but www.purehope.org is our website as well. But it's probably the easiest way to contact us is to pick up the phone and call.
And where are the different locations?
Our one location, which is our main administrative office and counseling center, is in Brooksville, downtown Brooksville, 134 East Fort Dade Avenue. And that's right across from the band shell and the little park there on Fort Dade, in between the library and the post office. And our other location is on Hearth Road in Spring Hill, right in between Northcliffe Baptist Church and Mariner K Apartments. There's a little road that goes in there right off of Northcliffe Boulevard called Hearth, and we're right in back there.
Well, Stephanie, I tell you, it's a great organization. And you haven't tasted my
I
chicken.
know, because I've been
Yeah,
talking. I
by
don't
the
want to talk
way.
with my mouth full.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Can I?
No, you finally got to take a bite after all the conversation.
It's so good.
Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, good.
Delicious.
Well, Stephanie, as you enjoying that, I want to present you. We solicit. You send us the wish list, and one of the items in your wish list was a laptop. So we have an anonymous person that would like to donate you a laptop.
Awesome.
All right. So
Yay.
name and everything. And it's a used laptop, but you know what? It's great, right?
That's awesome. Yes.
And then, of course, one of our local banks, Capital City Bank, also is donating you, giving you cash that you needed.
Wow, I
Okay.
did not expect this. I thought we were just
I
going to
know,
cook
but
and
you
talk.
know,
This is wonderful.
The philanthropy of this town is really amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
Really
Oh,
is.
And
this is
then we
beautiful.
have something from Cliff Septic Tanks Service.
Wow,
also
I feel
donate.
like it's Christmas.
Almost. And then I have one more from our local Farm Bureau Insurance, with Blair, Wayne Blair, likes to bless you also with something.
Oh, thank you.
And then I hope
Thank
that
you.
that will help your organization achieve some of the goals that you
Oh,
stated.
yes,
And then
yes.
I want to tell our viewers that although we are able to get some for Stephanie organization, there are needs there every day, whether it's financial or whether it's volunteering hours. And it is so amazing at this town, Hernando County, and it's such a giving county. And then I am proud to be part of it. Thank you for joining us. And don't forget that Papa Joe Loving Food, we are cooking just for you.
Okay, can I eat now?
Go for it.